What is up, YouTube? That's here, bringing you guys more Regulation H VGC Wi-Fi battles. Today, we're busting out a balanced team that has a little bit of a pledge core. We're using Hisuian Typhlosion, Ghost typing, being able to pull up the grass pledge from an Assault Vest Venusaur. It's one of my absolute favorite combos, favorite ways to get the Fire Pledge, Grass Pledge combo off, doing that big dot damage. We're surrounding the rest of this team with like a really cool balance core that uses Palafin, Amoonguss, Kingambit, and Grimmsnarl. I think Kingambit is one of, like, if not the best physical attackers in this format. It's kind of like the foil to Ape that doesn't, take that big weakness to Psychic. It has that huge Defiant like I was talking about, and it's absolutely amazing into Gholdengo. If Gholdengo's giving you guys a problem, think about putting a Kingambit on your team. I didn't know Kingambit ran like that. He just goes around like he's on a freaking tractor over there. I've not really used that much Kingambit at all in Scarlet and Violet. I know it's been really good for a long time, but I decided to finally give it a try. I also feel like Kingambit is a good mon to like pivot in and out in between like Palafin, Hisui, Typhlosion, Amoonguss, stuff like that. So if you guys are liking these sort of videos, think about leaving a like, think about leaving a comment, and leave a comment letting me know what Pokemon and themes you guys want me to use next. I'm working hard making a lot of Scarlet and Violet teams. I'm on a couple trips, going to Worlds, going to Iceland for some, about a little half marathon I'm running, and I love seeing your guys' comments, and I want to know what sort of teams I should build on my journey, so let me know in the comments, and without further ado, let's get right onto these games. Wish me luck. Here we go. Alright, we see Dango, Wims. I do think that, like, you know what, actually I'm going to do this. I was going to say Venu's like really good into this, and I do think that it is. I think I can actually just open up Typhlosion Venusaur. AV Venusaur should be able to eat like a big Make It Rain. And then we just go for the big pledge combo, and I think we actually are gonna be good. So let's try both of those. And then I'm thinking, like, I don't dislike Dango here. Dango's just pretty good. Not Dango, why did I call it Dango? It's because it's a steel type. Kingambit. I'm gonna go Kingambit here. And I think I'm just gonna go Amoonguss, because the one way to break the Kingambit with a Blood Moon is to Earth Power it. So if I just don't let them do that and I just redirect that away, we should be pretty good here. So this should be pretty good. This is what, like, I don't usually use teams like this that use like Kingambit. I'm not a big Palafin or Amoonguss guy either. But let's see how this works. One thing I have to remember is I'm gonna Google this because I always forget what pledge gets used. I think it combines for Fire Pledge, which is what we actually want. I mean, Grass Pledge would be good if it's Ursaluna, so let's see which one it is. What pledge? Look at this. You guys can do the same thing. If you ever have a question, just Google it. All right, what pledge gets used when moves combine Pokemon VGC? All right, here we go. Gonna go probably. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, Blood Moon. So like, both these pledges are viable. Alright. So it's going to pull me up here. I mean... Alright, let me just go to Bulbapedia. Bulbapedia would know. Because if they combine for Fire Pledge, the right way is to hit the Wims. Alright, it's Fire Pledge, I think. Alright, so we just go for Fire Pledge into the Wims, break that Sash. You're allowed to Tailwind if you want. This should make Fire Pledge happen. And we'll break the Wims Sash. There's a Tailwind. I don't think I'm broken a good spot. Like, what are you gonna do? Hyper Voice? Blood Moon? Like, you could Blood Moon me, I don't really care. Blood Moon the Venusaur. Go nuts, you're leaving the Typhlosion. And you don't even break the Venusaur, dude. We're just gaming out here. And you take Orb damage, about to take Sea of Flames damage. Yeah, that definitely just kind of works for me. That definitely does work. We just ate a Blood Moon from a Life Orb Ursaluna, by the way. Yeah, so when like fire and grass combine, it's fire. When water and grass combine, it's water. And when water and fire combine, it's the other one. I think that's Water Pledge. Right? No. I don't fucking know this game anymore, man. Pledge teams are weird. Bro, I'm just gonna do it again. But this time we target the Ursaluna. Like, oh my gosh. Are you gonna tear your Amoonguss thinking that, like, you're gonna eat the pledge? Because, like, I'm just gonna Oko your Ursaluna with it. Yeah. Protect. No, I just hit your Luna this turn. Oh my gosh, this guy's getting absolutely bodied, bro. But guys, but I set Tailwind with my fake Trick Room team. And I'm like, I don't know about that one, Chief. Our powers combine Captain Planet once again. He's going to take out this turn. So it doesn't, you can click Hyper Voice and it's great damage, right? Boom. That's okay. And I didn't want to trash my Venus, or I didn't want to lose my grass typing so I could get Rage Powdered. So that works for me. Blood Moon ticks out. Amoonguss is ticking out. I still have some great mons here. I think we just go with... King Gambit seems really solid here. We still have Terra. Like, it lets us pivot in the Amoonguss to unlock our Typhlosion. So we're good. Gholdengo versus Gambit? Hell yeah! Don't mind if I do. Dango does outspeed Typhlosion, so we're just going to pivot and hang out for a few turns. I think I am going to Kowtow Cleave the Dango slot and force that interaction. I almost wanted to go with, like, Goggles Gambit. I just didn't think I needed it. I wonder if they're going to be using, like... I wonder what they're going to be doing. Like, maybe Protect Dango Spore? Rage Powder. Hey, good play. If they want a nasty plot, that is problematic. But, oh, cool. Yeah, that's a waste of a turn. Yeah, we just have to wait out the, sorry, we just have to wait out the Tailwind, and then Typhlosion comes in and just wins. Citrus? Citrus, good item here. Now, they can't redirect my Amoonguss from doing stuff, so if they ever want to go after... Like, look at that damage, too. The end of the Sea of Flames value. Basically, I just protect Amoonguss, pivot in and out, and stuff like that, and I should be able to win with just Gambit. Because they have to click Rage Powder every turn, right? If they want to try and protect the Dango and go for, like, a Spore, they definitely can. They do still have Terra. That's an option. Maybe I should just try and get the Amoonguss off the board. You just protect Amoonguss this turn. That's definitely all that happens. Yeah, and we just Kowtow Cleave the Dango every turn. Here we go. No protect from the Dango. That would have went first here. And you're absolutely allowed to Rage Powder me, bro. Like, ain't no one saying that you can't. And I think this is the last turn of Tailwind. There's the nasty plot. Cool. That definitely works for me. I think Typhlosion just comes in and does win if I get the right mons off the board. Oof. Yeah, right there. Gambit kind of nice. Kind of nice, kind of busted. Look at that Sea of Flames, dude. Hell yeah. Alright, so I could go for a Sucker Punch here. I don't know if that's necessarily the play. Let's think about our options. I think I'm just going to side Pollen Puff my Gambit and just go for a Kowtow Cleave. Just big damage. Remember, we're Black Glasses Gambit, so we do a ton of damage here. And we're such a good check to Dango, right? You can go Steel Terror, you can do all this sort of stuff, but basically you're just making yourself get KO'd by Typhlosion. Typhlosion can come and go, and even go for like a low power Eruption and just get this win, or just a Fire Pledge at this point. Cool. And you don't need a Sucker Punch, like it's not really worth it. We're gonna lose the Amoonguss. Oof. Yeah, King Gambit's still like really, really good. Look at this. Is this gonna Oko? That'd be kind of sick, right? Look at this. Black Glasses boosted. Dude, Gambit just swinging for the fences. Played by Channing Tatum. I still haven't seen that movie, the new Deadpool movie. I heard it's really good, though. I heard it's really good. Alright, and that's it. Didn't even need Terra. I'll throw an SP, baby, just to show them that we got the flex zone. Oof. Wins up. King Gambit busted. Pledge busted. I think, you know, I made a video titled, like, Typhlosion's, like, the best Reg H starter. I still think it's really good. I think a lot of people are like, oh, Incineroar, you're not talking about Incineroar and Rillaboom. But, like, Typhlosion has that massive AoE that you have to respect on the first turn of the game. It's such a good closer. Like, it has really, really good offensive and defensive typing. It's just a really, really good Mong. Like, Reg H is the perfect format for Typhlosion. At least the Hisui form. Alright, I think this is actually one of my viewers. Like, I'm not streaming right now, but I think they know that it's me. So I wonder if they know how I like to play these kind of games. I think Murkrow Dango is still, like, really, really, really solid. Now, we don't have a ton of speed control with this team. So let's really think what we want to get done here. I think King Gambit is very viable, especially into that Garchomp because we have Flying Terra. But we have to, like, get the exact board states that we need. I'm looking kind of like this. Like, I kind of like Palafin Grim Dango. And then we need to bring, like, the exact right last mon, and I'm thinking that's Amoonguss. I think they're probably going to beat us because they know, like, my playstyle. And I'm playing, like, full reactionary balance in this game. But, we're going to see what we can get done. You can absolutely, like, pop this Grim. But I do have shots. Like, so the way this is going to go down is I can lead Grim Palafin. Pivot out Palafin for either the Amoonguss or the Kingambit, and parting shot to immediately bring it right back out and get something to a -1. That's an option. Against like Specs Dango, that might be like a good play. We could also just lose the Grim turn 1 and set a light screen, and then come in with Palafin and just like not care about their Dango because they'll be at -1 and with a light screen up. That's definitely another option, and just side Pollen Puff every turn. We're going to see if they lead Garchomp. I think Garchomp's the big... They're going big EQ energy. So I could go into Amoonguss, and I don't know if I should be parting shotting their Chomp. So, like, we can do that and just put up, like, a Reflect. I vibe with that. If you're Sword Stance Chop, your Sword Stance Chop. I don't know if they would be, like, Clear Amulet. But Amoonguss is a good play. Like, you can't have a Clear Amulet and stop Spore as easily as you might like. Like, I have respect to Tailwind there. I think I might try, though, next turn and go for the parting. Oh, let's see if they go Sword Stance. Rock Slide. Oh, that works for me very well. Doesn't really matter. Amoonguss does not care. So we can even pivot out the Amoonguss this turn for something like Gambit or Palafin. I think that's definitely an option. I think I'm going to try and Spore here. You can definitely like Brave Bird and nuke that slot, but I think I'm fine. I want to see if we catch this Chomp with a Clear Amulet or not. Taunt is absolutely okay. They taunted the wrong slot. I wonder if they thought I would pivot. And then their Clear Amulet. Okay, it is Clear Amulet. But we are throwing a Spore there. So throwing the big EQ. Remember, there is a Reflect up. I wonder if they thought I would try and pivot. I don't know why they tried to taunt the Grim. Maybe they misclicked. Maybe they tried to taunt Amoonguss. I would have taunted Amoonguss there. Maybe they thought I would Terra something weird too. I don't understand that play. Either way, Garchomp's now asleep. I think I'm absolutely fine to just... I mean, you already have the taunt, so let's realistically think about what we want to do. I'm gonna Pollen Puff. We need to get Gambit on the board. I'm gonna Pollen Puff here. I'm gonna Spirit Break your Chomp. You have to taunt my Amoonguss. That's okay. I would like to get the Chomp to like half to put it within range for like a +1 Jet Punch. And if you want to swap in Dango here, it can totally swap in on a Spirit Break and make you go for Haze and stuff like that. Oh no! You know what really doesn't like Spirit Break? You know what Pokemon really just freaking hates Spirit Break? That one. That's like the only mon in the format that hates it the most. We take that. Most definitely take that. And we get the Pollen Puff off into our Grim, get that little heal off. So let's see if Dango is the last mon. If Dango is what's happening here, I think you just hard swap to Kingambit. Might even pivot out Amoonguss for Kingambit and just light screen. I don't dislike that play. And then we get a Regenerator proc. Like that's very good. So Kingambit in here. Just pop a light screen. Like Grim doesn't have anything else it needs to be doing. Cool. Works for me. And then Murkrow is problematic. I don't know if that Murkrow is sashed. I think it probably is on that team. But I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think Palafin's eventually going to be a problem. I think that Kingambit is going to come in and be a real nuisance right here, especially if we get a light screen up. And I low-key want to lose my Grim this turn, so we're going to see like what kind of Dango that is. I want to see if they like double dip Steel Terra, like hard damage. But this is going to get us a Regenerator proc on our Amoonguss. This is going to get that Gambit in. Like, Gambit is so good into, like, the Dango meta. There's that Terra that we were talking about here. There's no real reason to try and Spirit Break a Goldango, because, like, they can always just haze it away. But, you know, it's not why. That's why we're not doing it this turn. It's why we're just going for a light screen. So let's see how much damage we're taking here. I'm assuming that's a Specs Dango. Light screen's up. This is a heavy Spadaf Grim, so we might actually live, which I don't want to. Yeah, that's a good play. Man, nothing else to do. Foul play. Make it rain, make it pain. Know what I'm saying? Please don't crit me. Alright, so Grim lives. Huh. Grim do be living. And it's lefties Dango. Oh, Wider. Oh, that's weird. That's really weird. Okay. Hey, you know what? Pop off, King. The right play might be to double into the Murkrow. I'm just going to go for the Kowtow Cleave. And I'll go for the Spirit Break into your Murkrow. Because I can't Parting Shot anything. Battle's canceled. I'll take the win. I'll just take the win. Like, we still had a Palafin left that was ready to come out and just start swinging. That's another game where Gambit is just straight busted in this format. You know, we love to see it. All right, a little bit of Psy spam. King Gambit can be really good into Incin. I think they're just going to avoid the Incin play and just go for, like, standard Psy spam mechanics and try and go, like, you know, into the Armarouge close with Blood Moon. So against that, like, Grim is viable. We just put up the correct screens. Let me think about what else I'd like to do here. Putting up the correct screens is a good play. Venusaur is not actually, like, bad into Psy spam. It's just not great. Palafin's usable. I think I can actually get away with Palafin. So we're going to try Palafin this game and just try and... I mean, there is a Gastrodon, like, right there. This is going to be hard. Those are fine. And then I think you've got to go with the Amoonguss. I have Water Tear on this Amoonguss. That's fine. Yeah, this is our only real out. Okay. One thing that's actually really cool, you know, like, let's say that I was using, like, a Water Pledge. You can't redirect, like, the Water Pledge moves with Storm Drain. So, like, let's say I had, like, an Inteleon and it had Water Pledge, or like a Greninja or something, and my opponent had a Greninja, or a Gastrodon, you can't redirect Water Pledge. I don't know why it's like coded like that, because they combine, right? But you can't like Storm Drain them. Sorry, I shouldn't say you can't redirect them. You can't like Storm Drain them. It's kind of weird. You learn something new every day, right? So Indeedee Blood Moon, that's a great lead. I think we just got to put up our screen and just chill. You can absolutely Trick Room me, homie. Like, I can't stop you. And that's Psychic Seeds. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to put up our light screen, right? And we're just going to go right into Amoonguss. And Amoonguss has a Citrus Berry. It has the ability to have Regenerator. This is going to enable us to use our Palafin Zero to hero a little bit later. Don't really care what they're doing here because I can side heal my Grim. And if you want to go Trick Room this turn, which is... honestly, it's a little bit greedy because you don't want to eat a Spirit Break. You don't want to eat like a big Flip Turn or just a big Wave Crash. I think you should still be clicking Follow Me. But if you did want a Trick Room, like I did just go right into a Mon that like checks you pretty hard. So let's see if they get any crits here off their big Normal Terra Blood Moon. I think I have the tools to like wait out and go for like Spore one, Spore the other. Helping Hand. I mean, I might lose him on here. Do you nuke that? Do you nuke that slot? Let's see. Who are you going after? Blood Moon. Light screen's up. All my homies hate Grimmsnarl. What the fuck, dude? That's a lot. Are you orbed? You have to be orbed, right? But like, okay. Okay. Amoonguss is on the board. Palafin is technically able to come out and do things. I think I'm just going to come in with the Gambit, though. I don't want to Terrastallize my Gambit. But I think I'm going to have to. Because, like, they can just go... They're orbed, not specs. So, like, I can lose my ground weakness. Oof. Take that thing out. And then hopefully Spore that thing. I'm very afraid of the Helping Hand Earth Power into my Gambit. So I gotta make this play. But then I gain a huge weakness to Armarouge in the latter half of this game. I can go for a Double Protect, wait out a turn of that Psy Terrain, pivot in the Gambit. Like, not Gambit, pivot in the Palafin, like maybe. I don't know, it's hard to say. Follow me, this is the right play. The King Gambit outspeeds my Amoonguss here. So if we can get this KO with Black Glasses Kowtow Cleave, they outspeed my Gambit. That's fucking weird. Maybe that's like a weird not Trick Room team. Like, we see a lot of those. Like, it's my favorite way to play Armarouge too. Like, you run like a fast Armarouge, a fast Blood Moon with like Indeedee and you make him think you're gonna go Trick Room and you just don't. But like, the fact that you already went for a move here and you haven't even started your Sleep Turns yet on this Blood Moon is very good for me. So let's see it. Flying Terra Gambit. And because I have a light screen, even if you have like an Armarouge, like, I'm probably fine. Insane. Bro, you just... There's a King Gambit on the board, homie. This King Gambit, it's the kings of the Gambits. I'll take that. Yeah, we take those. What are you working with over here? What does that mean? What do you have in the back? The right play, I think, is to just completely start going after the Blood Moon. And I could spore that in Sin, but I don't think I think I can just get away with the Palafin pivot. Yeah. You can Wisp me, but I could have follow me'd it. So like I feel like you have to have you can't just be that greedy, right? Fake out. Hey, you can fake out the Kingambit that's in the air. That's fine. I think that you are definitely. Yeah, I think that Sin's definitely like Wispable. All right, so the Blood Moon had to be asleep that turn. I'd like to stick this damage. I'm going to double into it because I need that thing off the board, and I can't wait for it to wake up. I can't wait. I need that thing to go away right now. Gastrodon. Oh, they think I'm going for a water attack, huh? No. How about we just go DP, baby? Please more than a one-turn sleep. Can I please get more than a one-turn? Never fucking lucky, boys. Hyper Voice. We're going to eat that. It's going to suck, but we're going to eat it. Imagine a world where I double into the Incin that turn, don't get the thing on the Blood Moon, and they just double tap me with Hyper Voice. That would have sucked. But we do get the Blood Moon off the board. This is also going to make our Gambit another plus on that Defiant meter. I think I'm just going to protect, hard swap out Palafin for Amoonguss, and then just go Rage Powder, pop the Gastro, pop the other thing. Like, that's probably the right play. You should be able to get like a double 0 to hero if you ever pivot out your Palafin. That's the real play right here. Alright, so Gambit, another Defiant proc. We take those. We can definitely like one-shot Gastro at this point. Do I just try and one-shot the Gastro? No, I can just protect. Mostly, I don't think people really carry Protect on Gambit that much, so this will probably work. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if they were, like, fake out in the Gambit and yawning this Amoonguss slot, but I also think that's fine. So protects first. Let's see. Survey says, any protect Gastros, yawn Gastros, fake out into the Gambit slot. Oh, they just fake out of the Palafin slot. Weird. There's the yawn. Okay. They misplayed. They did. But it's okay. Oh. And a rage quit? Maybe they know that they fake out. Maybe they got embarrassed. Bro, you're still a part of the highlight reel. You can't hide. You can't hide. I mean, they know that they do know that, like, basically Palafin is going to come back out unintimidated and just roll you. So I'll take the wins. But Gambit's been just really, really good so far. Talonflame, Hydreigon, Dango, like, this is what Kingambit's for. It's just like, it feels so good. I kind of wish instead of Black Glasses, looking back on this, like, I think we fought enough games where Safety Goggles probably would be better on Gambit. But yeah, Gambit's just been really, really good. I could lead Gambit. I think that I might just lead Grim, though. I think Grim is a good lead. I think that if they wanted to lead Talonflame as well, Typhlosion is actually really viable into that. Like, if I lead Talonflame Venu, I do get to stick that damage, but I just don't think it's as viable. Let's see. I'm going to go Grim. We can go Grim. Grim Palafin? I think Palafin is also pretty viable here. Especially if we go Grass Terra. If we can remove the Talonflame from the equation, like, Palafin just wins the game. Gambit's really good, and then Amoonguss. Like, I feel like it's just a really, really solid core. We need to be able to get the Hydreigon off the board, which is going to be easier said than done, but I do think Gambit has the tools to get it off the board. I mean, we already fought one Hydreigon that just swapped in on a Spirit Break, right? So we should have options here. I think the Talonflame is going to be a lot harder to deal with. We've started to see a lot more people go like Talonflame Goldango instead of Murkrow. So that tells me a little bit that's probably like a setup Nasty Bot set. So that means I don't have to care as much about the turn 1 damage from the Dango. I think in this situation, bro, I'm about to just... This is so fucking greedy. Is that right? Yeah, I'm gonna try it. If you break this, like, I just go into a Dango mode, or a Gambit mode. You can pop off. I don't want to pivot out my Palafin for Amoonguss and just lose Amoonguss to a turn 1 Brave Bird. You have to Terra there, right? We're forcing that Terra, and you went into a Fire Terra, which means you take neutral damage from Kingambit, which is great. So turn 1 Terra down, like, I'm probably going to lose him on here. Yeah, I wasn't going to pivot that thing out. And I don't even die. I just get my... I have the lefties on this thing, I think, right? Dude, you might lose that Talonflame this turn. And then you can't Tailwind? Like, I check you next turn. Don't act like I don't. Heat Wave. Yeah, I was not losing my Amoonguss or my Gambit this turn. I didn't lose anything this turn. Dude, you got bodied, bro. When we actually think about this, if I save my Paluthen, I do win, right? So let's think about it. It's good for them that they're getting Gyarados in here early before I go King Gambit, because they're going to stick that Intimidate. And then next turn, I'm probably going to Parting Shot the Hydreigon and pivot out. So they're going to be light screened, -1, and then another -1 on top of it. I might even Parting Shot the Gyarados, but I think there's a good chance Gyarados is Clear Amulet. So I'd rather go after the Hydreigon, who we can confirm is already not Clear Amulet. Unless I get crit here, and then I'll just be sad. Ah, see, that's not doing anything anymore. Get a lefties take. Pivot out Paluthen. We are pivoting it out for Amoonguss, which is scary. I should go. I will. Is that Clear Amulet Gyarados? If that's Clear Amulet like Dragon Dance Gyarados, I'm so not happy about that. I will Parting Shot there just because I know I need to pivot my Grim out to bring back my Paluthen and like get the game going. Okay. Plus, there's nothing in it at all wrong with like Parting Shotting. Hey, I'm super okay with that. Pretty sure your Gyarados is like I'm pretty sure that Gyarados is Clear Amulet, just based off its set, how they're kind of playing it. We've seen 3 of their Mons. I could Reflect if I don't die. We go King Gambit here. We don't need to go the Paluthen just yet. We want to go, if Paluthen can stick like 1 sick Drain Punch or like 1 Pollen Puff, it's like able to win the game. So King Gambit's fine. That Hydreigon is also like susceptible to like big sucker punches from Gambit as well. Dragon Dance, it is Dragon Dance. So do you have a Lumberry, or do you have a, Lumberry or like Goggles or Clear Amulet? Like which one is it, you know? I could Sucker Punch that Talonflame right now. I think I am going to do that. Like, I don't know if they have Wisp. I think if they had Wisp, they would just Wisp the Paluthen slot. So I'll Sucker Punch to stop. Like, you can Tailwind. It's not one of those games where it's going to matter. And we're just going to go for the Spore on the Gyarados. Your Goggles or Lumberry Gyarados, this is probably just game. Quick Guard. That's fine. I like that, though. It stops me from being, like, Black Glasses, Dark Terra into you. Like, that's a good play. Thank God. Alright, so we can actually play the game now. Okay, the right play here is to Sucker Punch the Talonflame again, and just side... Oh, it's not. Let me check this. I'm going to Kowtow Cleave this, and I'm going to Terra Spore that Talonflame slot. Now, Talonflame would probably just get KO'd by hitting this Amoonguss, but I want, if he Quick Guards, then next turn I can go for a Pollen Puff. And like, I do think Water Terra Amoonguss is going to be very important in this matchup. You can redirect the Gyarados, redirect the Hydreigon, redirect everything. You should be in a good spot here. Just trying to do something there. Braver, there it is. Yeah, let's just, it's so good that Talonflame's still asleep. Like, it's left at 1. Oh, he's orbed. Yeah, you're right. Ah, so I wasted a Spore there. I could have Pollen Puffed. That would have been a game-ending Pollen Puff, by the way. Just like that's a game ender right there. Spore wasted. I could have Pollen Puffed. Let's see. I can go protect King Gambit. Spore your Hydreigon. I can also Sucker Punch your Gyarados. And Spore your Hydreigon. And I don't dislike that play. Even a little bit. Yeah, like, Gyarados gone. You have to hit your Heat Wave. And then you still get put to sleep. Right? And then I just bring up Paluthen and then I go for that. Everything I need. So let's go. Yeah, works for me. If the last Mon is something that, like, drastically checks Paluthen, we're kind of sad. Look at that. He hasn't even started the sleep turns yet. So we should be able to get a Pollen Pup off here. I'm hopeful. I'm gonna go Palafin and try this. There's the Dango. Big sad for me. Dango's really obnoxious. Okay. I just talked about it. Like, I don't know how afraid I... Like, are you gonna make it rain on me? Or are you just gonna Shadow Ball? I say I've already talked about this. I don't think that's Specs Dango. I think you're gonna Shadow Ball / Thunderbolt. And we're gonna find out. If you have Nasty Plot, you have Nasty Plot, but like, I don't think you make it rain. Oh, I'm not doing shit. There's the Nasty Plot. That's probably just game. Yeah, I needed my Kingambit to stay alive. But that's probably, yeah, it's lefties. It was a standard lefty set. I just didn't know how much damage I was going to be doing. I thought that I might be able to two-shot. But I'm not feeling confident about this. If I got, like, something going. But I think they're going to get me this time. Like, they had their right 4, I think. And if I would have healed my... yeah, what a mistake from me, I think. We're going to just go after this thing. Might as well. And remember, we can't Spore Dango. It's Goldango, right? So... try and go for a heal. I don't even know if this KOs. Oh my gosh, this Palafin's so weak, bro. Oh, of course, a 1-turn sleep too. Talk about never lucky, right? Sheesh. 3 HP. Crit me too, right through my light screen. Oh my gosh, yeah. I think I could have played this a lot cleaner, but it's okay. It's a hard matchup. I think they had better tools than I did. And I really, really like how patient they were with the Dango. I think that they could have brought that Dango out a few different times and had a lot of value in the matchup, and they decided not to. So it was really smart from them. I shouldn't have thrown my Gambit away so easily. Like, I really thought if we were to take a look at their team, because like I feel like they had like almost 6 or 7 turns to bring out the Goldango. I really thought the last mon was a Moongus, right? If you actually look at how I've been setting up the game, like I took out the Gyarados, I put the Hydreigon to sleep, and then I have a board state that has like set up Palafin, Grimmsnarl, Amoonguss. So like I was really leaning on they brought their Amoonguss here, and I'm just surprised that they brought like Goldango into fighting like Kingambit, Typhlosion. But it does. I mean, it was the right mon. Like I leaned heavily into Amoonguss, so they'll get this one. My rolls of getting 1-turn sleeps continue, and I think if I were to play them again, I might be able to get something a little bit different going. So I'm going to re-queue and see if I can get my run back. Wish me luck. Dang, I didn't get my run back. But I do see, like, potentially weak armor, shenanigans, Armarouge. Let's think about what we want to do here. Shenanigans, Armarouge. I'm going to lead Typhlosion. I think Typhlosion's very usable here. Typhlosion's great. I think I could lead Kingambit. It's such a call out to be like, bro, you don't have Flash Fire. I could even go Venusaur. Venusaur would bait them into overcommitting for that. So they're going to lead Pult, Armarouge, U-turn. And I'm just going to... They're going to actually, I got a better idea. The better play is that. Because I think I just Oko them with Shadow Ball. So those, and then we'll bring a Moongus just in case. Cool. There has to be some, and that's probably like a Psyseeds weird Halucha set. Is that like a Psyseeds Tailwind set? That'd be kind of nutty. This guy's a cool team. I think it's cool. They could totally just have standard like Flash Fire Armarouge. They have a Moongus, they have a Fire weakness, they have options. But I do think that I'm just going to be able to blow up that Armarouge if they go for like a U-turn play. Because usually you go Psychic Terra to proc that. You go Mono Psychic Terra on your Armarouge, right? And you side U-turn from your Pult. and then you come in with your Entity, activate side terrain, get a weak armor policy proc, and just blow everything up. But Typhlosion's faster, right? And so I could even like sucker punch the Pult to stop the combo from going off if I think they're gonna go for that. Entity Lucha, alright, so they're just drastically changing up the game plan, which is, I think that's probably for the best. So Frisk, we see Safety Goggles, Entity, nice, and Psychic Seed to Lucha, which is going to be activating right now. Cool, happy to see that. So we got to think, what are their mons in the back here? I think Typhlosion is really, really good if we can get the Entity off the board. So I might even just pivot out Typhlosion on this first turn and just Terrastalize my Gambit. Or do we think, like, they're going to be going after the Gambit? So let me think. I'm okay to just keep Typhlosion here. Because they have an Unburden proc, right? They got a lot of damage, but, like, that's a lot of damage. And, like, that says we don't necessarily die. I need Entity off the board. If you would like to Terrastalize your Entity Fairy, be my guest, eat an Eruption, you know? Safety Goggles Entity, it's going to really slow down Amoonguss play, so I'd like to do this. I would hate for them to, like, try and KO something and then Trick Room and then bring out, like, a slow Armarouge and a Blood Moon, so I can't let that happen. Have to get the Entity off the board to the best of my abilities. Here's my Terra first, so it looks like they're probably not tearing because Kingambit's not that fast. And if they want to go, like, close combat the Gambit, that's fine. If they would like to go Acrobatics into my Typhlosion, that sucks, but it's fine. Protect, great play. Love that for you. Like, you know what? You know my targets. You see what I'm working with. SD, baby. Don't get so right now what you're doing is you're giving yourself a shot to get Oko by Crit Eruption. And you can't do that. You have to hit things. You gotta hit things. I don't make the rules, okay? Big damage. That's a lot. What are you going after now? What if I doubled into that? See, like, I think it's a good play, but it's greedy. I feel that the Swords Dance is the greedy part of that play. I think the Protect Entity and stick damage on one of those two is very good. You got my Terra out of me. Let's think about what I want to do here. You have a massive Acrobatics, and I would like to keep this Mon, even at the cost of my Amoonguss. So I'm going to hard fodder something. Do I care more about Amoonguss or Venusaur? I care more about Amoonguss, and I'm going to let you TR in my face. Now, I care more about Venusaur, because Venusaur's cool. So we're going to pivot, we're going to potentially fodder the Amoonguss, and we're just going to Iron Head that. And if you do go Fairy Terra, follow me, get wrecked. You can go Fairy, you can go any, you don't even have to Terra, you can just click follow me this turn. But let's see what they do here. Pivot out in Yo, that works for me. Ursa, okay. Yeah, so I'm trying my best to get this Hawlucha off the board. Zen Headbutt Gaming. Dude, we just ate that like a champ, by the way. Because you're not grounded right now. You don't get the boost. You don't get the terrain boost. You should have used Acrobatics, bro. And let's go. Iron Head D's. Threat down. Great board for me right now. You can't hit Kingambit as easy as you might like. I can protect the Kingambit for a turn, try and weave in a Spore. If it works, it doesn't work, it doesn't really matter. And if you want to go into the Entity, I can just go, like, Kowtow Cleave, like, easy peasy. Because I won't get KO'd by a Hyper Voice. I think I can always go, like, Rage Powder, Kowtow Cleave to stop you from Trick Rooming. Armarouge, okay. We don't know what kind of Armarouge it is. But, like, honestly, if you Trick Room me, you're kind of not happy about it. So I'm going to Protect here. And I'm going to Kowtow Cleave the Armarouge, which is probably not going to end well because I'm probably going to get Protect baited, but I vibe with this play. I feel like that Armarouge is a Desperation Armarouge, and those never work out well. I can allow you to get some damage if you want. They probably have a lot of AoE. Like, what else could I be doing here? Like, redirecting? I think also Armarouges, they have like one of 3 Terras. Like, Double Dip Psychic if it's that Flash Fire, not Flash Fire, the Weak Armor set. It's Grass if it's a Flash Fire set. That's usually a really good tell. So, like, Venusaur is so good here because I can just Sludge Bomb it away. We gotta wait out the terrain to the best of our abilities, right? This Expanding Force is gonna cook, so let's see. There's the Expanding Force. Come on, Kingambit. Come on, buddy. Don't die. Oh my god. He's orbed! Dang! Hyper Voice. Dude, they got it! Alright, fine. They got that fast Luna. Okay. That's really bad. Luna's fast, but I don't think Luna's... If that's a full speed timid Luna, it's faster than my Venusaur. That's Throat Spray? Oh my god. What do I even do here? They're probably faster here. The right play would be Venusaur. It sucks to hear that, but it is. If I can get the Armorage off the board, I just send out Typhlosion and win. That's as simple as that. But I don't think that I'm going to be able to do it. I need to go for a double protect Sludge Bomb into that slot. And I think I just died to the Expanding Force because it's Orbed Armarouge. Orbed! I just don't think I outspeed it. I think they're like full speed and it's been bait the whole time. We'll see. Armarouges aren't that fast. Venusaur has 85 base speed. Armarouge has like 75. And I don't have a lot of speed investment though. That's the thing. Like I'm made to work in Chlorophyll. And we're probably gonna be losing this Amoonguss here. We're trying to go for double protect just to do it, right? But I don't want to pivot in my Typhlosion because Typhlosion is gonna be the thing we need to break the Entity in the back. Pivot Armarouge. That's a sick play. Man, that is hard to see. I like that. That's a good play. Double protect fails. Any poisons? Can we take those? You're gonna trick me? Like, what is the secret sauce in this situation for you? I'm trying to think what my options are here. I think the best play that I actually have, this is gonna sound so weird, is actually Spore there and crit you with a Sludge Bomb. If I crit KO this Entity with a Sludge Bomb, or you just hit the, like, if you just Blood Moon like the wrong target, like, I have shots. They do exist. Damn. Venu lives. Venu holds. Okay. This whole game is going to come down to who's faster out of Venusaur and Armarouge, but there's no more terrain for you to go for your Expanding Force with. Oh, this is so close. Think about this. Eruption's a 225 split, right? This is a 240. It's actually like more damage to Focus Blast. I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer. We gaming! Let's go gaming! This is my most damage I can do, so it's like... Oh, dude, he's so thick! We are faster! Yo, dude! Okay, we got the crit. I don't think we needed it. Like, we're full special attack modest. Okay. I just hit a blind Focus Blast. They're all blind. Okay, who are you going after? Blood Moon. Targeting Venu? You're telling me I have to hit a second Focus Blast to win? I have to hit one more Focus Blast. Typhlosion. Typhlosion, dude. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on, friendo. What I wouldn't give to have Eruption right now, right? Okay. It's not gonna hit, right? It's totally not gonna hit. There's no way this hits. There's no freaking way this Focus Blast hits. Like, I have faith. I've always had faith in Focus Blast, but... What do I have to do to give myself faith? Come on. If I hit this, you gotta like the video. There we go. Focus Blast. Oh, you gotta like the video. You gotta like the video. I just hit a Focus Blast. Oh, 2 in a row. Never missed that move. Let's go. Give me those wins. Hell yeah, we should have lost that game so hard. Typhlosion busted. Busted. Focus Blast D's. Let's go.